What's going on, y'all? About to send this link out, then we're gonna go ahead and get started. So give me 1 second, y'all. Been a great week. Been a great week. Great start to the quarter and month. Let me go ahead and send this link out, then we'll go ahead and get started. Y'all jumping in here already. I see y'all. What's going on? What's going on, Shawn? I see you in here. All right, give me 1 second, y'all. You know, I pulled the Telegram up. I don't even know if the channel. Ooh, let me slide it over. All right, there we go. Cool. All right, so we got a couple minutes, about a minute and a half, well, a minute now till London session starts. Let me turn this volume down because this delay is throwing me off. All right, bet. So we got a few setups we could possibly jump into. So we're going to be looking for GN sells. We're going to be looking for gold buys, of course. We're going to be looking for indice buys. And then the JPY pairs. We went for another sale last night. It just got wicked out in profit. So we're going to be doing what we just talked about yesterday. So yesterday was talking about, well, Tuesday going into yesterday was talking about we could see a possible retracement after we've been catching the nice dumps to the downside on the JPY pairs. And that's exactly what we saw yesterday. Took a GJ sell, ended up taking a loss on that, took another sell last night, made some money back on that. But as you can see, price is rejecting this level harshly. So we're going to wait to see how it reacts to this resistance level at around 181.90, 181.95. And depending on how it reacts there, we could still see bearish momentum. But if it breaks back above this level, we could look for possible buys. I wouldn't say we're going to be back in the bullish momentum or uptrend, of course, until, you know, the highs get taken out to the left. But that's what we're looking at right here as of now. But as far as London session, we're going to be looking at that, but we're going to mainly be paying attention to GN, and then we're going to be paying attention to GA as well as EN and EA. So as you can see here, did a nice drop, is right at a perfect retest of this resistance level right as soon as London session starts. So let's go ahead and go on a smaller time frame and see what we got here. So we went over the sell setup yesterday. There was multiple opportunities to jump in on a sell, and we're right back where we left off yesterday. So we're going to be looking for a sell position right here. Those just joined the stream, we have not entered this yet. This is just a trade idea. Go ahead and hit that first link in the description. Join the free signal room, free Telegram. You see on your screen how we did last week and last month. Last week we went, let me pull that up on my screen. Last week we went 6-1, caught 5,275 pips. And then last month we went 55-4, catching a total of 151,295 pips, ending last month with a 93% win rate. What's going on, Shawn? I see you in here. I am about to write this trade idea up, but right now we're just going to wait to see how this, at least the first 5 minutes, if not this entire 15 opening candle reacts to this level. Because as you can see, the last 15 before London started, it did a nice push to the upside. But if we zoom in, you can also see how it tapped this level and closed right underneath it. And now we see prices currently still stuck underneath this level, which is why we have this exactly marked off. And we see price did the exact same thing yesterday. But if it can't hold this level, I'm not against a sell position here. So I am going to write this trade idea up just in case I do, just in case it does, you know, meet the rest of my confirmations. So let me go ahead and do that. Go ahead and hit that first link and check it out for yourselves. We're going to pull it up in a second. But of course, before we do that, like always, we're just going through all the pairs, doing a rundown, doing a quick chart analysis of all the pairs to see what setups we could potentially jump into for the stream, and of course going into later on London and New York, and then of course the cleanest looking setups to tunnel vision and pay attention to. So we're just going to do 91.10 as the stop loss. That's a decent stop loss. All right, down. So we're looking for potential sells on GA and potential sells on GN. We're going to be pulling up the euro. Well, actually, no, it's a euro holiday today, so we might not look at any euro pairs today. And then later on at 10 a.m., we got USD news, and that's pretty much it. We had news yesterday. was okay-ish. Wasn't nothing too crazy. But we do got news at 10 o'clock later today to end off the week. All right, so we got GN doing a nice retracement. We was looking for sales on it last night. Well, not last night, yesterday. I was looking for one last night, but it never really retraced to hit my level. As soon as market opened, after it closed, it literally started to move. I was waiting for it to retrace and hit this level. It never did it, so I just left it alone. Because, like I always say, never chase a trade. If you missed your ideal entry, stick to your rules. Wait for price to either retrace, like we see right now, or for it to break the next level, and then we enter there. A good example of that is literally what we did with NAS yesterday. But we'll pull that up in just a second. So we're going to let this price do its thing for right now. We still got about a minute and some change until the next 5 minutes. So we're just going to let price do its thing right now. But we're watching GN, we're watching GA, and then let's go ahead and pull up gold. Yeah, so gold's kind of been ranging, so I'm kind of anticipating the news to help push and hopefully break price from this resistance level, because yesterday it didn't really do much but range. Me and the members on Tuesday going into Wednesday caught this huge gold buy. Enter this before the news event. Just dropped the video on that on my Instagram and TikTok. Let me put that on the screen for you. I'll make sure to check that out. But this is what it did all yesterday. It's kind of just been stuck in this box. So I want to see the news kind of help break that out this level and see the bullish momentum continue to pick up into place. We see this huge break of structure. We have this level of traffic to the left, so it makes sense why it's kind of struggling. But I'm just expecting a simple retest, and I want to see price break this level and continue to push and make highs, especially because of how price reacted yesterday. I wouldn't really consider sells unless price breaks and holds below 1930, 1932. Anything above that, I'm going to be looking for buys still. Me and the members, we took a NAS buy. We broke this down on yesterday's live stream during London session. Of course, the move didn't happen until later on, but we did break this down on yesterday's live. We caught most of the daily candlestick after it broke this level. And yeah, it was a nice move. So we're going to pull it up on a smaller time frame. I'm still holding this position. So as you can see, we're currently up a nice 1 to 3, almost 1 to 4 risk to reward. So this says 3.7. We're just going to round it to 1 to 4 for the example. So if I was risking $100, I'd make almost $400 right now. If I was risking 1,000, I'd be up almost 4,000. All right, if I was risking 50, I'd be up almost $200. So we're just chilling on that setup. I got to add some more levels, but we're going to continue to look for buys. Because again, we go to the daily time frame, we see that we're clearly bullish, and this is the next higher high. We do have a level here. We could see some possible retracements, but I'm still going to be looking for buys nonetheless. We are approaching a strong support resistance level right here, though, as we can see. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how price reacts, but we're still going to be looking for buys nonetheless. So let's go back on GN. Yeah, so we're going to be watching GN, and we're going to be watching GA. And then we're going to be keeping an eye on gold and the indices. But for right now, we're just going to be watching GN and GA for right now. Me and the members, we only took one trade last night. I think we hit like TP3 or TP4 on GJ. But that's pretty much it. As far as how we're doing so far this week, if y'all did hit that first link already in the description, go ahead and do so. And then you'll be able to see exactly what we're pulling up on the screen right now. So this is a free signal room, free Telegram. Once you scroll up, you're going to see how we did yesterday. Give me 1 second before I break that down. My phone is about to die. Let me grab my charger real quick, y'all. All right, bet. So as far as we did yesterday, we only took 2 trades yesterday. We went 1 and 1, but because of risk to reward and proper lot size, we're still up for the day. All right, we break it down and explain how that works all the time. We broke it down in yesterday's live also. So we'll break it down probably again in the future, but right now we're not going to. But we went 10-1 for the week so far. This week took the first loss of the week yesterday, and the day up 16,300 pips. You can see some of the student results of that NAS play that I called out yesterday with the members. We had someone make 1,000 yesterday. A few other people, some more reactions, all that good stuff. You'll also be able to see some more of that on my Instagram story. So make sure to check out my Instagram to see some more of that. All right, and then here's some more screenshots. So this is the screenshot of the NAS play. We can pull up the advanced play signal so you can see that in a second as well. And as far as how we did on Wednesday we went 3-0, caught a total of 2,416 pips. Took an EJ sell, caught 63 pips. Gold buy, caught 2,300 pips or 230 points. Then took EN buy, all TPs hit, caught 50 pips. So out of the 2,400 pips, 2,363, those were strictly with the members in advanced play signal room. You click right here, it's going to take you to the beginning of the day, where you'll see on all posts and all signals my personal entry, SL, TPs. You'll see the time the trade was posted, how many people viewed or entered the trade, the reactions, TPs getting hit, and of course screenshots of the positions me and the members are in as well. That was that gold buy I was talking about before. This was the beginning of it. This is when the news event started. You see that huge gap, which caused price to shoot to the upside. Then this was some EJ sells, all that good stuff. And then how we did on Tuesday. And then here's some more student results. You can check that out yourself. From the signals called this week. And as far as Tuesday, we went 3-0 on Tuesday as well. Caught a total of 316 pips. 281 of those pips were strictly with the members. We took a GN buy, caught 190 pips. GJ sell, caught 91 pips. And then the EN buy, caught 35 pips. Same thing, you click here is going to take you to the beginning of the day, where you're going to see the positions, screenshots, all that good stuff. Huge push to the upside. Been a great week so far. And then as far as we did Monday, we went 3-0, caught 10,492 pips. Took a NAS sell. Took an EJ sell, then a GA buy. So as you see, we've been catching the sells since the beginning, just like we've been riding the wave up when we were nice and bullish. And as far as last week, so keep on scrolling to the 9th, you're going to see how we did last week. It's going to match the numbers on your screen. We went 6-1, giving us an 86% win rate for the week. Caught a total of 5,257 pips. So last Monday, we caught 4,030 pips. Tuesday, we caught 130. Wednesday, we caught 27. Thursday, we caught 45, and then Friday, we caught 1,025 pips. And I'm paying attention to these pairs. So I got GA on my other screen, and I'm watching GN right here. But we got a new 5-minute that just started. So I have a certain number of price I'm waiting for it to hit. So if it doesn't hit that number, then we're going to wait for the next 15 and then go from there. But I'm liking how GN and GA are looking, so we might be jumping in on these soon. So give me 1 second now. All right, cool. So let me pull this back up. Then you click right here. It's going to take you to the beginning of last week. Same thing. You want to see how we did. At the end of every day, every week, every month, I do a recap, going over how many trades was taken, TPs getting hit, pips caught each day, and all that good stuff. Then as far as last month, if we scroll just a little bit further to the beginning of this month, you're going to see the recap. So we scroll to July 2nd, you're going to see how we did last month. So last month, we caught a total of 151,295 pips. 136,267 of those pips were strictly with the members in the advanced play signal room. Ending the month 55-4, giving us a 93% win rate. So we only took 4 losses last month. All right. You click right here, you'll be able to check all that stuff out. All wins, all losses are posted here. So make sure to check that out and explore. But we're going to get back on these charts. So we're still going to be paying attention to these, but really quick, I just want to look and see what these other pairs are up to. Still need to update my levels on NAS and SPX. So I might knock that out while we're chilling as well. Still holding this NAS trade. Yeah, so we're going to let these do their thing right now. So we're just going to be paying attention to GN and GA. So I'm about to write these trade ideas up because I do like how these are looking. What's going on, Amani? I see you in here. Those just joined the stream, we haven't entered this yet. This is just a trade idea. Go ahead and hit that first link in the description. Join the free signal room, free Telegram. You're going to see how we did this week. And if you look on your screen, you're going to see how we did last week and last month. Go ahead and hit that first link and check that out for yourself. We just went over it as well, maybe 3 minutes ago. So right now we're just waiting for the next 15, looking at possible GN cells and GA cells. We're just chilling right now, waiting for the next 15 to see if our confirmations can be met. Let's see. That thing is retracing back up. So I got wicked out of this position. Yeah, so like we talked about before, at the beginning of the stream, we want to wait to see how price reacts to this level. As long as price can still hold this level as resistance, we can still see a new low get made here and a bearish momentum being placed. Not really going to consider buys unless price breaks above this level, treats it as support off the retest, and then we'll go from there. Because if we zoom out, we was nice and heavily bullish for a long time. And as you can see, we was catching that entire wave up, just like we was catching the sells down here in the past as well. But if we look right here, just looking at the structure, the lows, the highs to the left got taken out, which is why we went for the sells. So if we just understand how market structure works, as long as we can hold as low as resistance, we can see possible downtrend begin. So that's what we're just watching and waiting on. We're just patiently waiting. Just patiently waiting. Because believe it or not, trading is not just all about just jumping into positions. You got to watch and observe, understand what's going on. That way you can jump in at the right time and on the better setups. So we're just chilling right now. And then plus we're up for the week and the month and the year. So it's no pressure, no rush to try to make some money. So we're just chilling right now. Yeah, so we're just going to be watching GA and GM. We got about 20 seconds to the next 15, so we're going to see what this next 15 looks like. Let me write this trade idea up because I like how this is looking too. We got a Euro, we got a France holiday. So a Euro holiday today. And then at 10 a.m. EST, we got USD news. And that's how we're ending off this week. So new 15 did just start. Yeah, it looks like price is trying to do what we was talking about. So let me write this. Let me go ahead and post this disclaimer. So make sure to read this disclaimer, y'all. It's the same disclaimer I post every day before the first signal in the free channel. It's going to go over how the TPs work, how you should go about trading in general. It's going to answer a few of the questions you may have. And it might go over things you might know already. It's going to look like a big paragraph to some of y'all on y'all's phone screens, but it's just 11 sentences. So make sure to read that, y'all. Well, we're letting it retrace up because, again, if we're going for a sell, why into our price is pushing up? We're just going to let it do its thing. So we ain't in no rush right now. We're just going to let price do its thing. So while it's doing that, let me see what these other pairs are up to. Yeah, gold's retracing. Let's see what NAS is up to. NAS is still kind of just chilling. SPX as well. Looking at SPX. Didn't take the buy on SPX, but we could have took a nice buy on this as well, just like NAS. So we're going to be waiting for price to try to break this resistance level, just like NAS. So if price can break this resistance level, we're going to look for possible buys on SPX as well. So let me write this trade idea up, which I do like how this is looking. Nothing too crazy. Decent stop loss. You know what? Out of curiosity, let's see what the euro pairs are looking like. Yeah, nothing's really at good positions either. So EA is looking kind of similar to GA. So yeah, we're going to just stick to GA. Back up. Yeah, so they're doing some retests right now on the resistance levels. So right now we're just waiting to see if it's going to continue to treat that level as resistance. And if it shows it's treating as resistance and try to push back to the downside, we're going to jump into a sell. But if it shows it's trying to push back up, we're just going to let it do its thing and then determine what the next move is going to be from there. So let me pull back up. Let's look up EJ really quick. All right, cool. Yeah, so we see a nice little wick, got a nice little level of traffic to the left. We see us treat this level as resistance multiple times, but we also see us treat this level as support multiple times. So we're kind of in this box right here. So we're going to see price break out above or break out below. Obviously, we're trying to lean towards breaking it, seeing it break out below, but we're going to see in a second which direction it's going to try to do. But I do like how these are looking right here. $90, $75, $1.90, $75. Yeah, I'm liking GA too, though. GA's retouched that level, projecting down. So we might jump to this in a second, too. I like how this is looking. Again, we were going for some nice buys, but if we go on the daily time frame, we see was nice and bullish, was catching these nice buys, new highs was getting made, and then we see price hit this resistance level and dropped, broke the highs to the left, and now it's retesting the level as resistance. So if we continue to hold this level as resistance, we can see the downtrend and or a small reversal come into play. So that's what we're looking at right here. Yeah, I'm kind of liking this though. Yeah, so let me write this trade idea up. My bad, y'all. So if I get quiet, that's because I'm typing some trade ideas up. So just give me 1 second. All right, bam. All right, yeah. So we're just chilling. We're gonna let it do its thing right now. We could enter right now, but we're just chilling. We're gonna be waiting. Watching GN still as well. Basically doing the same thing. So we're just gonna let price do its thing for right now. But one thing we can point out and notice is that still continue to treat this level as resistance. Let me zoom this so I can get a better look. But we can see price continue to treat this level as resistance. New 5-minute did just start. Let's see if the other pairs are up too. Yeah, so we're just patiently waiting, y'all. But yeah, I'm looking at other pairs. These are only two pairs I kind of like that are closest to good entries. So we're just going to be paying attention to these right here. All right, I got my new video dropping later today, y'all, in the afternoon. Make sure to hit that bell button so you're notified once that video does drop. I'll probably still send a link out in the Telegram as well, like I usually do. But definitely be on the lookout for that. It's going to be a trade breakdown video. I haven't done one of those in a minute. So definitely be in tune for that. But let me go ahead and find that link. 1 second. Yeah, because I haven't done a trade breakdown in a minute. The last video I did was a candlestick video. The video before that last week or 2 weeks ago was a video on trading psychology. And if you haven't seen that video, make sure to check that out too. I'm about to drop that in the chat right now, actually. But yeah, G and the G are pretty much doing the same thing. They're treating the levels as resistance, but they're retracing up. So we're just gonna let price retrace and do its thing. Because even if we entered right now, it's not like we'd be up right now. We're not missing anything. So that's why I'm not really tripping. But let me go ahead and post this video in the chat. And like always, y'all, you already know the ones who are watching recorded of this, and we'll put it up on the screen so y'all can check it out yourselves later. Yeah, so that thing's pushing up. So we got gold. Both are tracing down. I have my stop loss and profit. I was trying to hold this position because I have a feeling it's going to continue to pump up. But of course, you know, if it wicks, it hits my level where my stop loss is, I'm just going to close profits and just look for a re-entry. Because again, at the end of the day, the goal is to make money. It's not to, you know, try to catch every single pip. Sometimes you just got to secure profits, look for re-entries instead of losing a certain amount. That's just really unnecessary. But we can see here how price yesterday and currently today is treated as low as resistance. So we're going to see if we can break that today. Got a nice push to the upside, but we're just chilling right now. Whoops, not that. Let me go to the 4 hour. Yeah, so it's a strong level of resistance. It's been treated as resistance for a while. So yeah, if we can really hold this level, I'm not against the sell. But like I said, we're kind of stuck in this box right here. Because as you can see, ever since price dropped below, we had this nice little drop, retracement, drop. The price wicked this level. If you check out my most recent video, I go over wicks and explain how to read and understand what took place. So make sure to check that out. So I'm assuming y'all checked that video out already. If you haven't, go ahead and check that out. But you can see price has just been ranging, stuck in this box right here. So that's why we're kind of just waiting. If you're going to be super safe, you can wait for it either break out above or break out below this level. But just looking at how market structure is, if price tries to push back down to the downside, I'm going to enter a sell here just because price has just been dropping and making lows as of lately. But it's still a chance, a possibility price could break back above this level, which is why we're just waiting for the confirmations. But as you can see so far, this 15 price hasn't really done much. But that's fine. So we're just going to patiently wait. We're just going to move this over to the right because we have not entered this trade yet. And we're just going to watch and observe price, which is what majority of trading is anyways. It's just watching, observing, doing your analysis to figure out what your game plan is going to be, waiting for your setups, and then just executing. But yeah, we see price pushing up. So that's why we were waiting. Whoops, not the weekly. Yo, we're just chilling right now. And the GN's doing the exact same thing. And those that just joined the live, we literally went over all the pairs we usually trade. There's no setups. We're not missing anything. So we're just chilling, patiently waiting right now. New 5-minute did just start. Let's see if something happens. And here's that video I was just talking about. Literally, the title right here is "Never Be Emotional While Trading" by doing these 5 things. All right, literally breaking down start to finish in depth, and also explaining why we do what we do. All right. With my members and students, I always, if I'm telling y'all to do something, I'm explaining why. And it's always going to be something I personally do. Just like if I tell you not to do something, I'm going to explain why. And it's personally something I most likely don't do myself. We're 10-1 so far this week, so we beat last week's record, but last week was the first week of the month, so that's not too much of a surprise. If you look at last month, actually, we can pull that up. So let's just compare. Let me move this over. Whoops. Let me delete that because I don't need nobody entering that. That was just a trade idea. You see, I had it ready if the confirmations were met. But I'm deleting that because I don't need nobody jumping in that trade and trying to cuss me out about it. All right. So if we look at, let's scroll down a little bit. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go to, well, okay, we're going to do this really quick. Going to do a little bit of scrolling. Just bear with me 1 second. I still need to do the calculations and a recap of how we did last quarter. I'm probably going to do that this weekend. But just give me 1 second, y'all. So as I'm scrolling, just go ahead and see and peep how we did. But that's not what I'm trying to show y'all right now. It's just obviously a lot easier to scroll on a phone than on the computer. So just give me 1 second. Okay, here we go. 12-1. We went 12-1 the first week of June. Let's see how we did the first week of May. First week of May, we went 7-2. So this one was kind of similar to how we did the first week of this month. Now, June, we kind of went pretty decent the first week, but if we look at the first week of this month, we kind of had a similar record as what was in May. Let me go to that really quick. So we're back in July. And if we look at last week, which you see on your screen, we went 6-1. Now, the reason why I said that is, I think I made a video about this. It's on my Instagram and TikTok. I'm pretty sure I did make one. I either made it and didn't post it, but I know I made it. So make sure to check that out to see if I did, but we can just pull it up really quick and explain why, all right? So price repeats itself, news repeats itself, a lot of stuff repeats itself on and off the charts. So one thing I just want to point out is the news events, okay? So the first week and the last week of every month is always the toughest weeks to trade. In my opinion, it's usually the first week of the month is tougher than the last week, but it just depends. Both of them are the toughest. So if this week, obviously, and next week are going to be the easiest, smoothest to trade, which we can clearly see already this week compared to last week. But that's not the main thing, all right? So we literally have mostly 98% of the time the same exact news events the first week of every single month. So what we're going to do is we're just going to look at this month first, the first week of this month. So we see here, this was Sunday when July started. So we're not going to pay attention to Sunday because I don't really trade Sundays, but we're going to look at Monday through Friday. All right, so what do we see Monday? We see CPI. Main things we're going to be paying attention to is the red news, the high impact news. So we see CPI this week. Well, last week, I should say, we see ISM manufacturing. We see cash rate. We see RBA. We see FOMC. We see ISM again. We see Joe's job openings. And then we see unemployment, employment, average hourly earnings, non-farm employment, unemployment rate. So now we're going to go to the first week of last month. And now, if the month starts in the middle of the week, sometimes you have to go to the first official week. So that's what we're going to do right here. And then we're going to apply settings. But before we do that, let's go back on these charts to make sure we're not missing anything. So look, see, this is why we're also waiting for confirmations. It can't very much so reject and push back down. But imagine we would have entered a sell. We'd be in drawdown right now. So that's why you never want to just feel any pressure or rush to enter trades. Just patiently wait for your confirmations. But let's go back to this computer really quick. All right, so we're in June. So we're in the first week of June. We see CPI, we see ADP, we see unemployment claims, we see ISM, we see average hourly earnings, we see non-farm employment, and we see unemployment rate. Now notice how this is on a Friday, just like how last Friday we had these same exact news events. Keep that in mind. Now let's go another month back. Make sure to hit that like button too, y'all, because even though we didn't enter any trades, we're still breaking down stuff and explaining stuff. Because again, trading is just one part. Entering a trade is just one part of learning the craft, okay? You can't make money if you don't know what you're doing. All right, a lot of people just try to rush into trading to make money because you saw some video online, which is great and all. I'm glad you're motivated, but you got to pump the brakes. Because again, like I just said, if you do not know how to read the charts and you were supposed to make money based on the charts, determining if you enter or buy or sell correctly at the right time, how can you do that appropriately if you do not know how to read the charts? How are you going to make sure you're not over leveraging, gambling, and not about to potentially blow your account off a trade if you don't know how to count pips, let alone calculate your lot size, right? And you need to know how to do both of those in order to effectively make money long-term and consistently in the market. So you don't know how to do 2 out of the 3 things I stress people to learn, when you break it down like that, there's not much else to say. All right. So just take your time. All right. The money will come. I tell my students this all the time. I made the most money trading when I just strictly stuck to my rules, worried about the setups and the craft instead of trying to make this amount of money. Because you have a trading plan down and you stick to your trading plan and you have a high win rate, it's just rinse and repeat. There's no pressure. There's no stress. It's just sticking to your rules after that. So back to the topic at hand. So we look at the first week of May. What do we see here? We see ISM again. We see cash rate again. We see RBA again. We see unemployment rate, employment change. We see FOMC again. We see ISM. And then let's go to Friday. Again, first Friday of the month, unemployment, non-farm employment, average hourly earnings, employment. So we're just going to do one more month, right? We're just going to do one more month. And again, y'all can check this out for yourself. Y'all can back test and do this all for yourself. This website's Forex Factory. Just Google it and it'll pop up. So let's just go to Friday. Again, same exact news events. Probably the same time. This is 8:30. So let's go to, let's just go back to this month just to see if it's the same exact time. Same exact time. All right, not a coincidence. We're ready to go back to this week. Those just joined the stream, we have not entered this yet. This is just a trade idea. Go ahead and hit that first link in the description. Join a free signal room, free Telegram. You see on your screen how we did last week and last month. What's going on, Sparky? I see you in here. Last week we went 6-1, giving us an 85% win rate or 86% win rate. I can't remember. And then last month we went 55-4, giving us a 93% win rate for the month, catching a total of 151,295 pips. Let's go back to gold, just out of curiosity. Yeah, so that thing's probably going to retrace back down to this daily level right before the news. It might chill there until the news event pops off today. Wouldn't be too shocked. I'm still holding that though. I'm still holding NAS. So we can pull those signals up too. So nothing's really too going on right now. Let's pull back up the pair we was looking at. GA. Before we write this down. All right, give me 1 second though. Yeah, so we still see this entire time price has not really done much. So just think about it. Even if we would have entered the trade, would we have made any money right now? No. So that's why I don't stress, I don't trip. I just stick to the rules and wait for the confirmations. All right, because when you do that, you'll avoid unnecessary drawdown, and your win rate and percentage will increase as well. So yeah, we're still the trade idea is still valid because again, look, this is why I trade off these levels and why I'm just chilling right now. Because look at how perfectly it's just been chilling and tapping these levels, wicking it, and stuck underneath here, which is why we're waiting to see if price can hold this level, which it is, but we also see price is still attempting to try to push up to the upside, whether that's a retracement or not. We're still going to wait for price to show us trying to push back to the downside. And if it breaks this level and continues to push back up, then we're just going to redo our analysis, see what it's potentially trying to do or where it's potentially trying to go, and then we'll determine what the game plan from there will be. But as of now, we're looking for potential sells. We're not in these trades yet. These are just trade ideas. Me and the members took a GJ sell last night. Then we took a NAS buy yesterday, of course, and we're still in that. So let me go ahead and pull the advanced place signal room so I can show you all those signals. And again, when I pull this up, do not enter any of these trades. These are all old trades. So do not enter any of these trades. All right, let me pull this up. All right, so this is the advanced place signal. So this is how we did last night. Last night, TP4 got hit. We caught a quick 25, 60 minus 25. I can't even do that right now. That's how you know my brain's fried. But it is the weekend, so I'm going to be sleeping in today. So I ain't tripping. So we caught a quick 35 pips last night. And then yesterday, this was the NAS signal. You see the entry was 15,455. You see the SL, see the TP, see the reactions, see how many people viewed or entered the trade, see the TPs getting hit. See, I told them I'm still holding, let them know I'm still holding gold as well. This is New York price watch list. I drop this every day. During New York session, I go over the trades taken during Tokyo session, which is strictly members only. All trades and setups during Tokyo session are only going to be posted and sent to the members. And then I go over trades taken during London session, during and after the stream, and the possible setups going into New York. Not only am I just saying I'm looking for this and that, but as you can see, I do a proper chart analysis. I explain exactly why we're looking for buys or sells, and then I go over specific price points to look for entries and exits at. All right. Then let me see. Here's that gold signal. There's some more stuff this week. All that good stuff right there. But yeah, we're just chilling right now. Price is still treating this as resistance. We got a new 5 minute about to start in about a minute and a half. But yeah, nothing's really going on right now. As y'all can see, nothing's really going on. We're not missing anything. So we're just chilling, patiently waiting. We do got news later on today. We also have a Euro holiday today. And then at 10 o'clock, we got USD news. And that's pretty much it for the day. Pretty much it. And as far as next week, let's go ahead and pull that up and see what's going on. So we got Japanese holiday on Sunday. We got regular 8:30 news on Monday. Tuesday, we got some regular. Yeah, so it's looking like a regular week. Looking like a regular week. Yeah, so yeah, this is looking like a clean, regular, standard week. Yeah. Looking like a regular week right here. All right, cool. So yeah, it's going to be just strictly waiting for those setups. But yeah, so we see price turning red again. We're just going to still just keep it right here. We're going to go pull up, let me show y'all GN. GN's doing the same exact thing though. Still just waiting for the confirmation, but you see it's still treating as low as resistance. So we're just going to patiently wait and let price do its thing. Let's pull up GJ though. Let's see what GJ's up to. GJ's doing that. Yeah, so not too much going on right now. Gold's about to wick me out. I'm tempted to continue to hold that, but I have no problem re-entering. I'm not the swing trade master yet. My bad, I gotta fix it. I have like slight OCD. Alright, cool. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Y'all should see it on the bottom of y'all screen. Instagram is playmaker_way. TikTok is playmaker way. I post daily on both pages. I just posted on them last night, so make sure to check out both posts. Explore the pages. You're gonna see trading tip videos, trading plan videos, trade psychology videos, student results, student testimonials, all that good stuff on there. And of course, on Instagram, you're gonna see screenshots of how me and the members are doing in advanced play signal room, screenshots of my positions, and all that good stuff. So make sure to check that out. And if y'all want to contact me directly, you can also DM me on Instagram. I respond to all messages. But yeah, we're just chilling right now. 4 o'clock, new 15 is about to start, and then about not 15, about 20-ish minutes, 19 minutes, we got the new 4 o'clock hour about to start. So I want to see volume pick up after that, but we're going to see. Yeah, it's pushing back down, so we might be back in business. We're going to wait for the next 15, though, unless it hits that price level, which it looks like it might try to do. Let me see what GN's up to. GN's still kind of chilling. Yeah, I'm liking this right here, though. Those just joined the stream, we have not entered this yet. This is just a trade idea. We have not entered this yet. Yeah, so G is at the resistance level. We're going to see what this next 15 looks like. We're going to see if it's going to push back down. We're going to look for possible sells like we missed during Tokyo session last night because it did a nice drop yesterday as well. We was going for buys even last week on it, but you can see after Monday, Tuesday, and yesterday. No, excuse me, not Tuesday and yesterday. Wednesday and yesterday. Price rejected, broke the highs to the left. We was nice and bullish until then, but we do have a strong resistance support level here. And we can see the last few times price broke below, it did shoot back up after it hit this level here. So we're going to wait and see how price reacts. We're just patiently waiting though. I am leaning towards sales. We're waiting to see if price can hold this level. Got about a minute to the next 15. So yeah, we're going to continue to watch GA and GN. We're going to see what this next 15 looks like. I'm liking GA more than GN, but we're about to see. But let's see what happens. Yeah. Yeah. That's true for sure. Make sure y'all hold on. Did I drop that in the chat? I don't know if I dropped that in the chat. If I didn't, I'm gonna drop it again. Girl, I need to make sure to watch this video regardless. Because we had a good conversation in the group chat yesterday. I'm not gonna pull it up because it has people's names and stuff in it. For privacy reasons, obviously, I'm not gonna pull it up. But we had a good conversation yesterday about psychology. So usually once we break the high, we're gonna start flying again for the day. Yeah, that's why I'm waiting to see if it's gonna break that resistance level and turn to support or not. If it breaks it, turns to support, and then I'm like, yeah, the bullish momentum's back into play, and then we can go for that. Because I know you'll be looking at the bigger time frames, so you might see something I don't. As of now, as if well, we can pull up GJ while we're talking about it. So before we do that, let me switch uh, my other screen so we're not missing anything. But let's pull up GJ. We are extremely bullish on the daily. Well, let me not say we are. We was, and then those highs got broken to the left. So, like you were saying, yeah. So if we break this resistance level in terms of support, we can see price kind of do what NAS did last week, and the bullish momentum came back into place. And what I mean by that is we can pull up NAS right now. NAS was extremely bullish, right? And then at this point here, price was struggling and failing to make new highs. So then when price did this move here, meaning members were entering sells, but then when price hit this level here, it broke back above this resistance level, which we were just talking about with GJ. And then what happened after that, after this resistance level got broken out, uptrend began. So we can possibly see GJ do the same thing today, but we're not going to jump the gun on it too soon or too early. Yeah, but we do have a nice rejection wick. So this could very much so, this could very much so be a rejection wick. This could turn to a green candle, break back above this level. And if it does, I'm gonna wait for the retest. And we could possibly look for a buy. But it can also, when it comes to this level, reject and then drop to the downside. And then we can see lows start to get made. So that's the two possibilities we can see with the GJ. Yeah, but G is kind of just chilling right here. The whole hour we've been on live, it's just been taking a nap at this resistance level. Literally, bar for bar. Just look at it. So it's going to break out soon. If it doesn't do it this candlestick, I'm expecting to do it the next 4 hour. 4 o'clock hour, not 4 hour candlestick, 4 o'clock hour. If we look at the 4 hour, we still got Yeah, so we're still gonna have an hour after this one. Yeah, so we're just gonna let it do its thing for right now. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And again, it's not a coincidence prices ranging, and we're at these key points where we can see either reversals or trend continuations, and we have a news event popping up. Not a coincidence. Same thing with gold on what was it, Wednesday? But members, you already know this because we go live every day breaking this down, and we see literally live right in our faces price do exactly what I was talking about and what we was explaining and going over during London session. So again, if y'all have not watched the live from this week or last month's lives, definitely make sure to check those out, y'all. Check out all the content. These lives during London session are good. So this is what I say to y'all. If y'all can watch the lives in real time during London session, do so. But if y'all missed the lives during London session and you just joined the Advanced Play Signal Room, you got two choices: watch the lives, the members only lives, or these. I would say watch the members only lives first because we go more in depth, and those are also during news events. So you're learning the stuff and seeing the stuff we do during these lives, but also more advanced stuff. We also go over more things like scaling entries, risk to reward, calculating lot size, moving SL and profit, all that good stuff. So I would say watch those over these because also the New York price watch list is like a shorter version of what we're doing here. But these lives are still educational as well because we go over a lot of stuff. Y'all ask questions, we answer them, we go over charts, and then most importantly, you get to see realistically what the experience of a trader is. All right, I don't care if you're a scalper, swing trader, day trader, doesn't matter. You're going to have to patiently wait for setups. So a lot of y'all like to scout because y'all think you're gonna be in and out of trades quick, which can be true, but you're still gonna have to wait 30 minutes to an hour to 4 hours, depending on the day and the setup, for your confirmation of the rules to be met. It doesn't matter what strategy you use. So for all y'all that like to use smaller time frames because y'all think that's that, you're hurting yourselves. You're hurting yourselves. All right, new 5 minute. Yeah, so I'm just waiting for price. Like price is either going to break out to the upside or do what we're waiting for and erupt to the downside. I'm just waiting on it because it's literally been stuck here for an hour. Still watching GN, but GN still kissing the resistance level as well. Yeah, but the next trade enter is going to be in the free channel, so definitely be on the lookout for that. Whether we do it on this live or not, the next play will be in the free channel, especially because we didn't post any yesterday. But it is what it is. You know, some people like it's crazy to me, but not at the same time because I don't really care. But it's like people will get mad like they don't know the members are going to get more trades than the free channel. But you know, it is what it is. I can't really control that. And then yesterday, if y'all watched yesterday's live, there was a setup or two, but it started a little bit before the one that started. So there was a few setups we did miss, which does happen. But again, I'm only going to post trades I personally enter. So if I don't enter a trade or if I miss the setup, I'm not going to post the signal, right? Because that's at least how I do it. I'm not going to post anything that I'm not personally in. Because if I'm not in it, I don't really believe in it. You know what I'm saying? Now I might go over possible setups or projections, but like signal wise, I'm not posting a signal unless I'm in the trade. So I only took personally 2 trades yesterday, and I was still holding the gold trade. So I was up, you know what I'm saying? So again, you don't need to overtrade. Overtrading definitely is a thing. Less trades is better. So if I'm already holding 2 positions from the day before, and I have another position that's skyrocketing to the upside. Why add another position? Why look for another setup? That's being greedy. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I was chilling. And again, it's not strictly about pips. It's the risk to reward that is the key, right? We just showed you NAS. Let's pull up NAS again. Just showed you the NAS play. So even before, well, actually, it's kind of still the same place. So this is the peak it went before, market closed, and this is how it did last night. During Tokyo session, did a little drop, and then it shot back up, and it's been chilling here since then. So looking at price right now, we're at a 1 to 3, almost 1 to 4 risk reward. So I'm up over 3 times what I was risking. So I'm up over 3 times what I was risking on this position. And then if we pull up gold, and I'm up 3, almost 4 times my risk on this position. You know what I'm saying? Why look for more setups and enter more trades, right? Because again, you should have a daily goal. A lot of people end up being greedy because they're either just breaking their rules or they don't have a goal. They just go to the charts. Their only idea or thought in their heads to make money, but they don't know how they're going to do it or what the game plan is. So when you have a game plan, you want to stick to your rules, right? Like I said in yesterday's live, you have a daily goal, weekly goal, monthly goal, quarterly goal. Before you take any trade, you should know how much you're trying to risk per trade, what percentage you're trying to risk per week. All right. Yeah, but we might enter GA this next 15 because it has dropped back down. It's treated as low as resistance. Like I said, the new 4 o'clock hour is going to be starting too. But we're going to be waiting and seeing what the next 15 looks like. Yeah, so still watching GN and still watching GA. You're right, Richard. That definitely is what it is. You're right. It is what it is. Because I had some crazy. Trust me, I get comments and DMs daily, and positive and negative. I don't show even a quarter of the messages I get or the results I get, student testimonials and hate messages, or just like we said, the entitlement. Like I've had some crazy messages. Like I had a person hit me up after a great week in the free Telegram. It was probably one of the undefeated weeks. And it was a day where it was either an SPX signal or a gold signal. But it went crazy. So someone's going to hit me up in my DM and be like, because they were mad that I posted, because you know how in the free Telegram, let me pull it up actually so you know what I'm talking about. So in the free Telegram where I'd be like, let me find this here. I'll see what I'm talking about. Well, I'd be like, we're eating advanced play signal room, don't miss out any pips. Yeah, people get mad at that. And sometimes I get DMs talking about, why didn't you post that in the free channel? Or you should post more trades, or you should do this. And it's like, that's not how it works. Like, I can't just, trust me, Price is trying to do this. Hold on, before we get to that. But it's like, trust me, do you think I went to stare at this for an hour before it starts to push to the downside, like I've been talking about? No, like, trust me. Or like some of the plays where we're in drawdown for a while and then TPs get hit. People get mad at me about that. Like I decided to have price being drawdown for hours. And like I said, like I don't really care about it. Like it doesn't bother me. But I just find it funny. It's like you said, it's a time, or I have people like going back to what I was saying, like we'll have an undefeated week, or even not even an undefeated week, like still an 80, high 90% win rate week, right? And people will hit me up and be like, yeah, so can you give me the advanced play signal room the first month for free? Because I want to do a trial to see if it's worth it and if I can even make my money back. And I'm like, so did you take any of the trades in the free channel this week? They'll be like, yeah. So I'm like, did you make any money on those? Yeah. So I'm like, okay, so That's the free trial. That's to see if it's going to be worth your investment or not. Like, what are you talking about? And plus, I used to live in Atlanta. If you're gonna try to finesse me, you're gonna have to work a little bit and try a little bit harder than that. All right, because Atlanta's home of the robbers and scammers. All right, you're gonna have to try a little bit harder to try to finesse me like that. But yeah, but like I said, like it's just stuff like that. But that's why I have the Events Place Sitting Room and not just Events Place Sitting Room, like all my platforms the way they are. Because look, I live trade for free more than most people do, most traders do. I call out more trades for free than most traders do. The trades I call out are bigger moves than most traders call out. I post daily, multiple times on multiple pages. And again, I'm not doing this for a cookie. Obviously, I'm running a business here, but I do this to genuinely help. But also, I'm doing it to only help those mainly. I actually was just talking to a member about this last night before the stream, which is actually crazy. Someone was just asking me about this. But anyways, I do this and have it set up to help people that genuinely want to help themselves. Because literally, I'm gonna say this right now. Literally, if y'all wanted to, if y'all are super serious, you just watch all my videos on YouTube. What month are we in? We're in the beginning of July. If you're super serious, you watch all my videos on YouTube, you tune into the lives, you actually don't just watch videos, but you back test, and most importantly, you're consistent, stick to your rules. Like, all you need is a quarter, bro. Like, all you need is a quarter. And that's me speaking from experience. Like, I had to learn all this on my own. Like, obviously, I was in the IML before. I was in like signal groups before. I paid for like one mentorship, but it didn't really learn too much from them. Like only learn like only thing honestly, the only thing I picked up from that mentor was imbalances. Like that's the only thing that I use to this day from them. Everything else, all this stuff I had to learn on my own, right? I told the story many times, so I'm not gonna really tell the story again today. Maybe in the future I will. But long story short, after blowing, who knows, my 20th, my 30th, who knows, funded account, violating and blowing over marginal. I didn't blow my account, over marginalized my personal account. I had a point where I was like, all right, I see people making money on Instagram, whatever, so I know it's possible. And I see people posting the same trade I took, but they entered a different direction, or they entered way before, way after me. So it's like I know this is legit, and I know people are making money. And if I'm losing money, I can make money too. I'm just either putting in the wrong position, over leveraging, entering too early, entering too late, or all of the above. So this is literally what I said. I said this. I told my homies all this stuff because a lot of people, well, not too much anymore, but like back when I was working and stuff, people knew I was like trading because they used to see me on the charts all the time. But I remember I told my homegirl, I was like, I'm not entering or putting any more money in a live account or buying another challenge until I figure this issue out. So what I did is the rest of my change on my live account after over marginalized, I withdrew that after I failed my funded account challenge. Actually, I didn't fail the challenge. This is what was really the breaking point. I passed. This was my first funded account that I ever passed. I passed it, right? And I was literally like a week or maybe 3 days away from getting my first payout. Because once you pass, you have to be profitable and not violate the rules for a month. Then you get your refund, and then you get your payout. So I was literally the last week from getting my payout, and I did some dumb shit, broke the rules, lost the account. So that was my breaking point. That made me be like, all right, let me focus up. So basically, what I did was for like 4 to 6 months, all I did was, of course, I did what most people do is go through YouTube, try to find stuff. Yeah, I'm kind of liking how this is looking. So before we get sidetracked, um, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna have these. I'm not in these yet, but I'm gonna have these posted just because I do enter them while I'm talking. So give me 1 second. Then we're gonna get back to the story time. All right, yeah. So we're seeing some movement, so we might be jumping into some things soon. So I'm just gonna get these signals ready just in case. Yeah. So back to what I was saying. So I literally was like, I'm gonna have to figure this out on my own. So of course I went through a bunch of YouTube videos trying to find stuff, blah blah blah. But eventually, what I did was I realized I was confusing myself, trying to combine too many things at once, too many strategies, too many indicators, too many this, too many that. And so what I did was I went away from all the YouTube videos. I just put out the charts. And I was like, I just gotta figure this out. So what I did was I literally went from different time frames. Looked at the market structure on different time frames. Just while I was on the demo account entering trades, while I was in the trade, I was literally staring at the chart, watching it. I wanted to know everything. I wanted to understand everything on how the market moved, why it did what it did. And then eventually, like after a week or two of literally just staring at the chart, I'm talking about I was now I'm not saying you had to be super dedicated like this, but like I'm competitive and like when I'm determined to do something, and I don't give up easily. So, I was determined. So I had motivation like that. But like I stopped watching anime. I wasn't playing video games. All I was doing was I was working. This was back when I was working two jobs, by the way. So when I wasn't working my two jobs, like if I was eating, I was on the charts. Or I was watching videos or something. If I was in bed, like all my free time, if I wasn't working or sleeping, I was on the charts back testing or trying to figure stuff out, right? And then after like the first or second week of me doing this, I started to notice. I'm entering this, by the way. I'm gonna enter this, and we're gonna see what it does. We're gonna see what it does. I'm gonna post the TPs on the channel. Again, make sure to read that disclaimer. We're not risking half our account on this. We're not even risking a quarter of our account on this, right? Give me 1 second. Let me type these up. I'm gonna get back to what I was saying, and I'm gonna catch up to the chat because I see y'all in there. Just give me 1 second. I'm gonna see what this do. Make sure to hit that like button, y'all, because after I finish what I'm about to talk about, we're about to break something else down. Um, and y'all gonna want to go back to, especially as a Friday, you're gonna want to go back to this live. That's if I don't get sidetracked and forget what I'm about to fucking say. Yeah, I was looking at GN, but I'm gonna leave GN alone for right now. I'm gonna keep paying attention to that. I'm just gonna hold this. The reason why I'm entering this is because it keeps showing it's trying to break to the downside. It's just got this level of traffic is struggling to break. But just the way market structure is looking and how it did yesterday and the day before, I'm just leaning towards that right now. Like I went over before, we do have this box that is kind of stuck in. So it's definitely today either going to break out above or below. Because as you can see, we're kind of stuck in this box right here. Let me highlight this so y'all see what I'm talking about. Yeah, the TPs are in the channel. But yeah, we're kind of stuck in this box right here. So we can see as soon as price broke below this yesterday, did that retest, broke back below, and it's kind of just been stuck here since then, right? Even tried breaking below this level, wicked back up, tried again, wicked back up, and it's just been ranging and stuck here, right? Ranging and stuck here. So yeah, but because it's been dropping and because we broke the highs to the left, that's why we're going for a sell. But yeah, so we're gonna let this do what it do. Post the TPs in the channel. Give me 1 second, y'all. All right, cool. Then let's go back to gold really quick. Yeah, so after like the second week of me just staring at the charts and all that stuff, I started seeing things like deja vu. I was like, I've seen this before. I've seen this before. Wait a second. And eventually I started just putting two and two together. And now here we are. Now, another thing I want to stress out is before I even went on the live account, after I noticed these coincidences, which was like after like the first month, 2 months, I did a back testing and really try to figure things out. So once I figured this out, then I took a month and some change to figure out how pips worked and how to count pips. And then after that, I practiced on a demo for, I can't remember. It was a couple months though. Like I want to say maybe 2 or 3 months, something like that. And I keep saying 2 or 3 months, but I was doing multiple things at the same time. But in the order I stated it was when I began the things. But after I first was doing the charts and back testing, after I started figuring that out, that's when I started adding, the pips into my studies. And then after that, risk reward. Then after that, all the other stuff. So I was doing multiple things at the same time. But after like 2 quarters or 6 months, after figuring this out and practicing on the demo, like I was talking about yesterday's live, I did the exact same thing I did on a demo on my live account because someone was talking about no shade on them, but they're talking about like, isn't it like extremely different from personal account because of psychology? But like I said, it's about how you treat it. If you treat it like a demo and don't take it seriously, you're going to end up having those same behaviors rub off on your live account, right? But if you treat your demo account how you would treat your live account, where I mean you're taking trades seriously on there, you're executing trades how you would on your live account, you're entering lot sizes that you would enter on your live account, all that good stuff. Then all you're doing is hitting the settings button and switching from a demo to a personal, and it's literally the same thing. The spread's the same, everything's literally the exact same. All right, so back to what I was saying originally. So if you watch all my videos on YouTube and you put that time in, end of this year, I'm not going to, because everybody's learning curve is different. I'm never going to make no promises, but at the end of this year, you will see a difference. Because what we're in July, yeah, at the end of this year, you'll see extreme difference, right? This new quarter is a quarter after this. There's 2 quarters left. That's plenty of time to get this down. That's plenty of time to get anything down in life. You know what I'm saying? 3 months, 2 quarters. If you really put the time in. But yeah, so we're letting this do its thing right now. If I enter anything else, it'll probably be GN. I want to pay attention to gold and SPX and NAS going into New York. Speaking of which, let's pull up SPX right now. See what that's doing. Yeah, so I'm looking for buys on SPX. So if it can break this level and hold, I'm going to be going for a buy on that. No imbalances either. Did a nice retest. Yeah, I can see it flying today as well. Might have to deal with some retracements next week, but yeah, we're looking for buys. Looking for buys on this. All right, let me catch up to these comments. If my target is 500 per day, how much? I had a similar question like this yesterday. I don't know if you asked this, but again, you just got to break it down. First of all, the first question you need to ask is, can you make 500 per day on your account, right? Because you have $1,000 account, 500 per day is not realistic, right? So first, you need to make sure that you can even make 500 per day on your account, right? So that's the first thing. Now let's assume that you can make 500 per day on your account. I recommend not risking more than 5% of your account per trade, right? Now, let's say you take 1 trade per day. Maybe you can do 8 to 10%. If you literally only take 1 trade every single day and you're only taking 5 trades per week. But if you're taking multiple trades, like 2 trades, 3 trades, 4 trades a day, or even just 2 trades a day, or you just want to be super efficient and safe, because again, a quick click into the free channel, and we're just going to scroll a little bit. We're going to scroll a little bit. Scroll a little bit. Actually, no, we're not going to do that. We're going to go in the advanced play signal room first. And if you're still in here, let me know if you can make 500. If you're on a funded account, it's still possible. Now, if you have a 10K account, you're not gonna make 500. I mean, let me not say you're not. It's possible, but it's gonna be a little bit harder. But if you have like a 50K account, that's definitely doable. And then if you're on a personal account, you have like a 5K account, that's doable as well. But let me pull up what I'm trying to pull up right now. So give me 1 second. That's not what I'm looking for. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm trying to find a photo, a screenshot that's relevant to this. Where is it? I can't find that. All right, I was trying to find a more realistic one. I can't find it though. So it's like, where did I put it? Because I know I posted it in the channel. Give me 1 second, y'all. If I can't find it in the next 30 seconds, I'm just going to go to the other screenshot. But I was trying to find a more realistic. Oh, that's why. What the heck? I'm all the way in 2022. That makes sense. Because I was like, why can I not find the photo I'm looking for? And that's because it brought me all the way to 2022. All right, so we're just going to go into the free channel. We can still bring up the example. All right, so we're going to free channel. I thought I had that screenshot. I post so many photos. I think it got lost in the sauce. But I'm trying to find that screenshot. Did I post it in here? Is this the one? No, it's not. That's a student result. That's not the one either. I can't find it. I don't know why I can't find that post. This is what I'm gonna do. All right, y'all. I'm about to pull up my phone and see if I can find that photo. If I can't find it in like 15 seconds, I'm gonna pull up the other photo that I got in store. So while we're doing that, we're just gonna watch the charts. Y'all got questions? Type them up because we're gonna be going and answering all the questions y'all got. Because I know while I was doing that little story time, the chat got filled up. But I'm gonna answer all these questions. I'm just trying to do something real quick. Who the fuck? And see, this is why I got my phone on D&D because I would get super distracted easy. As soon as I open my phone, I see all these notifications. This is why I have my phone on D&D, so I don't even got to deal with that. Let me start to find this photo. I know it's in here. So I could have sworn, unless I posted it in the group chat and not in the main advanced play signal room channel, I could have did that possibly. Could have sworn. All right, screw it. I can't find it. It is what it is. So what I'm about to do is just post a new screenshot. I was trying to do something, but it's not working. So we're gonna do May. We're gonna do that. All right, we're gonna do the screenshot. I'm about to post a screenshot right now. I'm gonna post it. In this channel right here. All right, cool. So while I'm posting this, all right, cool. All right, and the reason why I took the time to do this because it's relevant to what your question is. All right, because you do not need to risk a lot to grow your account. Right, so I'm about to show a screenshot really quick. So this screenshot is one of my smaller accounts. So you see we're custom. So I tried to do last month, but what I did on the custom is I went from the beginning when I opened this account, which was May. to right now. So May, June, July. So it's just 2 months. You see the deposit was $95. You see the profit was 182. You see the balance is 277, which is not true because I'm in 2 positions. So I'm at $300 right now, technically. But of course, these are closed positions. But right now I'm at $300. So in literally 2 months, I tripled my account, which means each month I am doubling my account. And if you look at these positions, you see I started with $100. You see all these lot sizes are all 0.02s. You see no gold positions. You see no indice positions. These are all currency pair positions. These are all trades called in the free channel and the advanced play signal room, right? So I'm showing you this to show you that you do not need to risk a lot to grow your account. Literally, if you just consistently risk the same amount, have a high percentage win rate, good risk reward setups, you can grow your account easily. So back to your original question was how much you need. It depends how much you're trying to risk per trade. All right. So like I said, if you have like a 50K account, 100K account, that's easy because if we pull up the calculator, the handy dandy calculator, right? And we hit clear. What is 1% of 50K? That's $500. So literally, if you risk half a percentage on your 50K account and you get a 1 to 2 minimum risk reward, you can make $500, right? So it's honestly up to, it depends on how much you're risking and what your risk reward setup is. Because again, a lot of traders out here be giving y'all bad information. That's why you ask that question. You got to think in percentages. Do not think whole numbers. You got to think in percentages, right? If we go back into my free channel out of my bot page, we go to my free channel. What is this thing that I post every day? It is the disclaimer. What is the thing in the disclaimer? I thought I posted the TPs. Did I not post the TPs? Oh, there we go. My bad, y'all. I had it edited. There we go. Now the TPs are there. That was my fault. But we just said TP1, y'all. So make sure to hit that like button. But you see right here, it says I recommend risking 1 to 5% of your account per trade. It doesn't say I recommend risking 10 to 500. It doesn't say 10 to $50. It says 1 to 5%. So again, you need to go to your account. Go to whatever your account size is. Figure out what 1% of your account is or 5%. And then what I want you to do is face reality. If 1 or 5% of your account is not $500, then you can't risk $500 per trade, but that doesn't mean you can't make $500 per day. It all depends on your risk reward and what you're risking, right? So let's say I'm risking $20 per trade and I have a 1 to 3 risk reward. That means I'm making $60 if it does the full move. This trade right here was a 1 to 3. So if I was risking $50, I'd be up 150, right? So you're trying to make 500 per day. So off this 1 to 3 risk reward setup, all you got to do is do 500 divided by 3, which is 166, which is a weird number. So like 160, 165. So you risk 160, $165 per trade. You can make off of 1 to 3 risk reward $500, right? So it all comes down to math. So there's no set number. So if you're looking for a set number, I can't give you that because it's not a set number. It's all about percentages. I made that mistake too, but I promise you, if you start thinking percentages and not whole numbers, things will be a lot easier and your account will grow. Good, bro, way more free value on a trade. Yeah, like I said, I don't really care about that stuff. Game events grow up. Yeah, exactly. What's going on, MC Gaming, MD Gaming? I see you in here. Think about trading as a road to failure, road to where you're going to struggle. And believe it or not, your enemy isn't the market or the banks. Your enemy is not. Exactly. That's a fact. Be disciplined as well as outside trading. Have a plan and believe in the slow process. Do not get rich scheme, but you can get rich once you cheat or master it. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. And again, like it's not a get rich scheme at all. It isn't. All right. That's why I say like a lot of stuff you see online, you just gotta think of a lot of these pro traders like celebrities or what they call these fake people on the internet, influencers. I don't know who they're influencing, but they're influencing someone apparently. But just like these influencers, or just like people in general, like they're never going to show the full picture. They're only going to show highlights and the best parts, in their opinion, of their life, or the best results in their opinion. They're never going to show the bigger picture, right? Just like I talked about one of my most recent videos, you always see people doing trade breakdowns on like the 5-minute chart. I promise you, when they opened up their computer, they did not do their analysis on the 5-minute chart. I promise you they didn't. I promise you. What are TPs for GA? Oh yeah, I just put them in there. That was my fault. I just put them in there. Tips from prop firms for motivation. If I can find some. Let me see. Because my Forex funds, they will send. Because how my Forex funds works, I mean, I posted like emails before, and the certificates. I think I posted that in the channel a few times. Well, let me see if I can find some, because I don't like print them out or anything. But I have them like stored in my email. So like how it works is you get the certificate, but you're saying can you show payout certificates? My Forex funds, at least for me, after the first 2 weeks, they'll email you like, hey, it's time for your payout, and you have to submit a request. Like email them like, hey, I like my payout. And then after like the first or second time, if you have the minimum requirement, I don't really have to do that anymore. But like they send like invoices like, hey, your payout. So you're talking about invoices. I can show you that. Now how much I made off those, I'm not going to show you, of course. But if you're talking about that, I can show you. You're talking about like the certificate saying I passed, I can show you that as well. I just got to dig through my emails and find that. But I posted a few of them in the. I know I posted one in the group chat before. So let me go in the group chat and see if I can find one really quick. So let me see if I can find one, because I know I posted it in the group chat before. Let me see if I can find it, because the worst kind of worst, I'm going to have to go into my email. Let me see. Okay. Okay, here we are. I'm trying to do this so I don't show people's names, info. Okay, so let me see if I can do this right. All right, so. Okay, so here's my name. Here's my email. You got past the first phase. This was, you see they did July 13th. This was last year though. But you said you passed the first phase evaluation, or to receive your phase 2, please click the upgrade. Then you see right here, congratulations, passing evaluation phase. Wait, did I click the wrong one? Okay, so this is me passing. I think I clicked the wrong phase, or to see the phase 2. Okay, I clicked the wrong photos. Let's try this again. Unless I posted the wrong screenshot. Matter of fact, I'm being so complicated right now. I'm about to make it easy. Hold on, because I made a video on this like a week ago. So let me see if I can find that video, and I'm just gonna link it. I'll link it in the chat, and I might link it in the free Telegram later. Let me see. I literally made a video how to get funded in 2 weeks. I'm pretty sure I showed the screenshots of this, and this is my most recent one too, because I passed one like a month or 2 ago. So let me see. Let me find that video. Yeah, so share to. How do can I not just copy it? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add it to my story right now. So go onto my Instagram, and I just posted that video on my story. All right, so go to my Instagram, go to my story. I posted that post on my story, and it's showing my most recent account that I passed with the emails, screenshots, and all that stuff. Because I just post too many photos and it's lost in the sauce. Wait, I think I might have found another one. What did I pass your phase 2? I passed your phase 1. Passing phase 1. Where the heck is it? I'm gonna try to find one though. Cause I literally just posted it, and now I can't find that. It's lost in the sauce. Like I literally just posted one. Unless it wasn't in the group chat. Let me try the Advanced Play Signal Room. Maybe it's in the Advanced Play Signal Room. Because I know I'm not crazy. I know I just posted one. Yeah, but if you go on my story, you'll see I just posted it on my story. But I'm trying to pull it up right now because I just passed one. So I'm like, where the heck is the photo? Oh, well, I found that other photo I was trying to show y'all. This is the same account. You see the balance is still 95, but this was the first month where I doubled it. That's what I was trying to show y'all earlier. But I literally posted it. Oh, here it is. So here it is. So I posted an Advanced Play Signal Room. So we go to message. You can see this was literally last month, June 22nd. And then we click this. Says, hello, Wei. Congratulations once again. You're now one step away from becoming a fully funded MFF trader. We'd like to congratulate you on achieving the target within time frame with your proper risk management. Please click upgrade button on your dashboard in order to receive your live account details. And this was last month. So I passed another challenge last month. I posted this for the members for motivation. Another funded account acquired. Passed phase 1 last week and phase 2 just now. It's really that simple. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. You all can do this as well. We're all taking the same trades, looking at the same charts. All right. And then the post I just put on my Instagram story is me showing this. I literally passed phase 1 in like 6 days, and then phase 2 the second week, and then got funded this month. Yeah. So I think I got like 1 more week and I'm gonna get my payout. No. I got 1 or 2 more weeks and I get my payout. I don't remember. Well, it says June 22nd, so it's the 14th right now. So you have 1 or 2 more weeks. One or two more weeks. All right, cool. So we got sidetracked a second. SPX still chilling. Okay, we didn't miss anything. I'm gonna catch up to these comments. Gold still ranging. And members, I got you. I'm gonna post those TPs for the other trade. Yeah, price is just ranging right now. It's probably gonna be doing this until pre-New York or until the news pops off. But we're still gonna hold to SRT because regardless. So we just got this level of traffic to the left that's going to struggle to break through. So we're going to be waiting for volume. Like I said, we're ranging right now. So it's either going to break out to the upside or the downside. But first, we need to wait for volume to pick up so we can break through this wall of traffic to the left. Because we look here, that's literally what price is struggling to break right here. It's struggling to break through this level of traffic to the left. So we're going to see if price can do so. So let me catch up to the rest of these comments. Let's see. Nah, first, no, you funny, bro. No, because like I see through a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So like again, like that's why I started to play. But it's just funny because like someone was just talking to another. But that's why I started it because like I just got tired of like one thing I hate. Like I just got tired of like liars because like I used to do sales, right? Believe it or not, because I really don't be selling like I should be selling. I just be chilling. But I used to do sales, so like all these people I see right through the stuff, they're just being salespeople. You know, they know what to sell to people, how to hit people's emotion strings, what people like to see, what people like to hear. Like just think about most like popular people. They just talk good, make you feel good, and now what? Now they're popular. Y'all, a bunch of people giving them money for nothing. Same thing with a lot of these traders, right? They overcharge for no reason, and they use that money to fund their accounts so they can live the lifestyle they're trying to fit, they were faking. And then they put big ass account lot sizes. A matter of fact, I found that photo while I was looking for the other thing. So let me pull that up because I used to talk. I talked about this with the members a while ago, but I literally found that photo. So let me see if I can find it again. It'll be funny if I can't find it again after I literally just found it. But we're gonna see. Those just joined the stream. We're just in this trade right now. Go ahead and hit that first link in the description on the free signal room, free Telegram. You see on your screen how we did last week and last month. Go ahead and hit that first link and check that out for yourselves. All right, so here's that photo. I actually found it, right? So this is what you're going to see a lot of pro traders do. They're going to show, this is actually a screenshot from one of these pro traders. I blocked the stuff out, of course, because I'm not going to give promo to a fucking, I'm not going to call him a fraud because he made money, but you get what I'm saying. So this dude posted done for the day, and he was talking big trash too. He was like, man, this is so easy. No other traders are doing this. So I put these arrows here, right? So what I want you to do is whenever you see someone flexing big amounts of money, this is a quick way to know if they're a real trader or not. First thing I want you to do is look at their personal entry right there in the buy. So their personal entry was at 504. It went to 507. So this shit literally went up 3 pips. He made $950. So the first question I want you to ask yourself is, who do you know? Not even who do you know. Are you going to make it? How much are you going to make off 3 pips? Are you going to make $10 off 3 pips? Or are you going to make $100 off 3 pips? Right? He's flexing. He made 14K. Right? Again, I'm not mad at him making money. He closed these positions. He made money. Right? But what I'm stressing is he is selling people signals and courses and stuff, and people are coming to him because he made 14,000 thinking that he's a trader. But he literally just caught 3 pips. Let's look at this position. Another buy, 514. Went to 512. He lost $400, almost $500. Look at this position, a buy. He made $550 with a 25 lot. Not a 0.25, not a 2.5, a 25 lot, only caught 2 pips. He went down 1 pip and closed his position. He's just entering trades, right? But because he put a 25 lot size and caught 2 pips, he's flexing, and now he's getting people to pay him hundreds of dollars each month to learn from him, to learn how to catch 2 pips. So next time you see someone trying to flex money, first thing I want you to do is look and see how many pips they caught. Then look at their lot size. Then ask yourself, can you even put that lot size? Then ask yourself, how much money would you make off those pips, right? That's why I started the playbook, because I got tired of seeing that shit. Because it's really irritating seeing people just do stuff like that, especially when you are in the know and you know that a motherfucker lying. So yeah, I just wanted to point that out. And that's also why I don't show my profits, because they got y'all brainwashed thinking, oh, if you don't make X amount of dollars, you're not a real trader. It's not about that. It's not about the amount of money you make, because I just literally showed you if you got money, you can make money in the charts. Because all you got to do is just enter a trade for half a second and catch 2 pips, and you can make money. Yeah, so that's why I started playing, because I got tired of seeing shit like that. How does it work with multiple TPs? Do we adjust them as we go into profit and through traces? So let me know if you're a member. Your name is, I think you did just join. So I know you're recent. I know we've been talking a few times, but I can't remember if you joined or not. But if you are a member, I have videos. I went over that in the lives. So if you are a member, what I want you to do is go to last month's lives and watch those. All right. They're all 30 minutes long. They're not that long. And in those members exclusive lives, that's when I go over all the other stuff, like how to manage the multiple TPs, how to scale entries, risk reward, marking off the levels, reading the charts, all that stuff. All right. So DM me on Instagram. And then let me know if you remember, because if you remember, I'll try to find that video, that specific video, so I can send that to you. That way you don't have to sift and search through the content. All right. Well, that's a good question. But yeah, so DM me and let me know. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's why that's why we be chopping it up. And this is the shit we be talking about. That's that. I can't make that up. That is what y'all be following. I fell for that stuff too, right? That's why I do the stuff specifically the way I do it. You never see me talk dollar amounts. You always see me talk pips. You always see me talk percentages. You always see me talk risk rewards. And you never see me pull up indicators. And it's for that exact reason. But that's why a lot of people, that's why I'm not growing as much as other people are either, for those reasons as well. But it is what it is. Because like I said, I'm running a business. I'm not like, you know what I'm saying? I'm here to try genuinely help people. I'm not trying to like just trap a bunch of people. Right. But yeah, 3 pips is wild. It's absurd. And he was so cocky. I wish I screenshotted his other post, bro. I remember it like it was yesterday. He was talking the biggest amounts of shit, bro. Talking about, man, this Forex stuff's easy, man. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, bro, you put a 25 line, caught 3 pips. Relax. But yeah, that's what a lot of people are doing nowadays. Yeah, see, you peep game. Yeah, you peep game, right? Exactly. You're only in the free group? Okay, you're only in the free group. That's what knows problem. So the TPs, I'll explain this then. All right. So how the TPs work, right? So if we go into the free channel, the disclaimer, when a TP gets hit, where I put it, when a TP is hit, it will either reject or break through. So keep it on your chart. So that's why I do my best to let y'all know as soon as a TP gets hit, because as you see, TP1 got hit. Usually I don't say nothing until like maybe TP2 gets hit. But you see TP1 got hit and is rejecting, it's retracing back, mainly because there's lower traffic here. So what you can do is, just to keep it super simple, if TP2 or TP3 gets hit, move your stop loss either to break even or slightly in profit. All right. That's how I go about it. But as far as when to close a trade, that's when knowing how to read the charts comes into play, because every day is going to be different. Sometimes it will do retracement and come back down. Other times it will retrace and hit stop loss. Good example of that was GJ literally last night, right? We hit TP4. What happened after price dumped? It hit TP4. Retraced, reattempted, rejected to the upside. So it does happen sometimes. Well, that's why it's super important to secure profits. But other times it will do this. It might retrace and then tank and then knock out some more TPs. So that's where just reading the charts comes into play. But like I said before, the goal is to make money. So don't be scared to secure profits, because if you get wicked out, if you close blue, it's a winning trade at the end of the day. The worst feeling is to be up and then let it all go away and be red and then it turn into a losing trade. So after TP2, TP3 gets hit, that's when I'll suggest to secure profits. But as far as when to hold or when to close, is literally you just have to watch the charts and see how prices reacting to the levels. You know what I'm saying? There's no dead set answer. There's nothing like that. It's literally, there's similar patterns and signs, but there's no dead set. You know what I'm saying? So this is what I tell the members honestly. You got a few options. You can plug in TP4 as your TP, or TP3, depending on if there's 8 TPs or 6 TPs. Or you can go big, go home. Lock in the final TP, be okay with what you're risking, and be willing to accept the good or bad consequences. Or you can do the latter, and then, when you're in profit, move and adjust your SL in profit, but still go for the final TP. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, literally like every day is slightly different. You just have to watch the charts. And again, the more you're on the charts, you're only going to see a handful of the same things every day. You know what I'm saying? You're literally just going to see a handful of the same things every single day. Yeah, the way the price is looking, looks like price is trying to do some retracements right now. Yeah, price is looking like it's trying to retrace right now. Yeah, so GN doesn't break back below this level, it could come back around to 645, 650. Would not be surprised if price does that. But let's go back to SPX. Yeah, so we're not entering anything else right now. I'm in 2 other positions, looking to enter SPX. and NAS into another buy position. I'm still holding my NAS position, still holding my gold position, looking to add another NAS position, maybe add an SPX position, looking at another gold position later on today, looking for buys on all three. GJ, I'm watching, going to figure out what it's going to do. We went over that earlier in the live. GA, we're in that trade currently. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. It's a Euro holiday today. That's pretty much it, y'all. So let me catch up to these comments. Yeah, I can see it. It's a slight risk. I can see it. But like I said, we're gonna hold it and see what happens. Like I said, we're up for the week. We're up for the day. I'm not tripping too much whether that hits S or TP, but we're gonna see what happens. And like I said, like I'm still holding NAS and gold, so I'm still up for the day regardless. And again, that's why this is the last thing before I get off the live. That's why risk reward and risking the same amount is so important. All right, because even if you have a super bad win rate, like I'm talking about like 60 or 50%, or even lower, you can still be profitable at the end of the week and the month, depending on what your risk reward is, right? And again, so let's I'm gonna give a few scenarios. I give a scenario all the time. So members, you hear this all the time, but I just want to break it down and stress it because a lot of people don't talk about this, right? So let's say we took two trades, right? And we put the same lot size for each trade, but both the trades have different stop losses, right? One's a 50 pip stop loss, one's a 70 pip stop loss. So if I enter the same lot size for each trade and they both hit the stop loss, am I going to lose the same amount on each of those trades? No. Why? Because one stop loss is 50 pips, the other one is 70 pips, right? Just like if you're 50 pips in profit versus 70 pips in profit, same thing within drawdown. Now, let's say the same thing. Let's say they're the same stop loss though. Then putting the same lot size will be okay. But let's say you taking two different setups and the stop losses are different, but you still want to risk the same amount. That's where learning how to count pips comes into play. That's why it's so important. Now, going over the risk to reward side of things, give me 1 second. Now, going over the risk to reward side of things, the reason why that's important is I give this scenario. Let's say you took three trades, right? And let's say, just to keep it simple, we're risking $10 per trade. So each trade we're risking $10, and let's just say that is 2% of your account, right? So we're risking 2% per trade. That's $10. So we took three trades. Let's say we lost two trades. We won one trade. So since we lost two trades, we're down $20, right? Because 10 times 2 is 20. Now let's say we won one out of those three trades. So we're down two. So we're 1 and 2 for the day. Now let's say that one winning trade though, as I go on half of these I didn't even take positions on, but it's all good. So let's look at this one. This one's a 1 to 3, 1 to 4 risk reward. But let's just say it's a 1 to 2 for the example I'm giving. So let's say you lost two trades, you won one trade. The one trade you won was a 1 to 2. So again, we're risking $10 per trade. We lost two trades, we're down $20. We won one trade, that was a 1 to 2 risk reward. So 10 times 2 is 20. So even though we lost two trades, only won one trade because we risked the same amount each trade and we had a decent risk reward, we're still break even for the day. Now let's give the same scenario, but except the winner being a 1 to 2 risk reward is a 1 to 3, which means we made 3 times what we're risking. So we're down $20 because we lost two trades. And now what is 10 times 3? That's $30. So even though we lost two trades, only won one trade, because that one winning trade had a 1 to 3 risk reward, we're still up for the day, right? Now imagine if we were winning more trades than losing, but we're still having decent 1 to 2, 1 to 3, or sometimes higher risk rewards. Then just imagine what happens to your account. You know what I'm saying? And then, a quick look at the advanced play syndrome, you can see exactly that. So yeah, it's a slight risk, but it's risk in all trades. Scary money don't make no money. We're gonna see what happens though. But I know you be on the bigger time frame, so and I see what you're talking about as well. So we're just gonna wait and see what happens though. All right, y'all. If you want to contact me directly, you can hit me up on the DMs at playmaker_away. Make sure to hit that follow button as well. Make sure to hit this like button and subscribe to the channel. New trade breakdown is dropping later today. Be on the lookout for that. In the meantime, check out my other trade breakdowns and other content on the channel. And we're going to be back at it next week. London session at 3 a.m. EST, y'all. But let me catch up these comments before I hop out. That's definitely doing because ain't no way he listened too much on live for just 3 pips. No, he could because I was doing the math. Like I said, I'm a businessman, so I was doing the math. And he had like, at the time, he had like 60K followers. And I was just on Instagram. So let me just pull out the calculator. So this is a quick math. So he has 60K followers, right? So let's say 3% of those people bought his thing, right? And I think his thing was like $100 a month, right? So 3% of 60,000 followers is 1,800 people. So 1,800 times $100, he's making 180,000 a month. So if he's making 180,000 a month strictly off poor souls that fell for that, and he's putting most of that money into his accounts, he could possibly be risking that much just to dick around and make some money. Yeah. So yeah, when I did the math like that, I was like, this MF right here is just playing the game too good right now. But yeah, so if he's doing that and playing his cards right, he can definitely just be just doing stupid lot sizes like that. Yeah, no problem in MD gaming. You know I got you. All right, y'all. We out.